All right, so I got the question a couple of days ago from a friend, and I felt as though I had to respond to him in the moment. So I did tell him, just in short, the answer to the question. But at the same time, I thought this would be something fun to kind of talk about on the Hardy Complex. It's a question that many people actually tend to ask me, knowing just how much I hate both genres. Um, and the question, in short, is: do I find rap or pop music better? Um, I doubt that they mean any brand of subgenre of rap or pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my guns of what I thought the question was, which is modern rap or modern pop. Which do I find better? Which do I find more aesthetically pleasing? Which would I find myself listening to more than the other? Dear God, at that point in time, if I were in a position where I had to select either listening to rap or pop for the rest of my life, I would request you give me a gun with a full magazine just in case I miss my skull with the first shot, graze it, or whatever. I have multiple opportunities to finish the job because I would not want to live on an earth where modern pop and modern rap music were the only things you could listen to. Because at that point in time, the masses are just beyond repair. But the question is not whether I would take it with me on a desert island or not. The question is what I find better. And I'll start off by saying that I understand both genres are being given extremely horrible names by the mainstream musicians, I say with air quotes, currently popular in today's pop culture. I guarantee you there are plenty of pop artists that are not as bad as the Katy Perrys and the Ariana Grandes and the anybody else's that you can see in the modern mainstream pop culture, pop music charts that are constantly being, you know, or at least constantly see themselves in the genre as taking a downhill spiral for good reason. And I can definitely tell you that there are a shit ton of rappers that are hating the fact that their genre is extremely run by people like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and Quavo and whomever the fuck is popular in modern rap now. I don't even really know. So I get that there are plenty of artists within both genres that are great at what they put out and put out great music and great content, but both genres have been extremely, extremely horrifically ran by in the mainstream by people with no talent that don't deserve to pick up a microphone, nor should they ever really have tried to pick up a microphone in the goddamn first place. The question is which I find better, and I don't particularly find either better or worse, but if I were given a choice of picking one or the other, I would assume that my choice in the moment would probably be pop. I don't like the fact that I have to choose, but if I had to choose, I would say pop, primarily because mainstream pop, at least the people that are involved in mainstream pop, for the most part, have actual fucking talent. Ariana Grande, as much as I absolutely hate her music and think her lyrics are processed as shit, she has a phenomenal voice. She has a great range. She can hit probably 99% of the notes that are out there able to be hit in the world. You can make the argument that Katy Perry has a fantastic voice. Taylor Swift has a fantastic voice. They do, and they are extremely talented. With rap, God, there are so many things I can say about with the current rappers. Um, First, we'll start with Cardi B because I guess she's extremely popular nowadays. Makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Um, for one, I can't take her seriously. For second, she is absolutely obnoxious. On third case, her voice makes me want to throw up. Whenever I hear her do her stupid fucking laugh, it makes me want to go and run to the toilet because I feel like I need to shit out all of what I had just heard. Like it was a fucking tattoo that I just got removed. On top of that, she makes no sense. Her songs make no sense. And I say songs with air quotes, and they're not really hers. Nobody in mainstream music really has 100%, or I'll say nobody in terms of general, but I guarantee there are a few that actually do write their songs, their own songs. But 96% of the mainstream musicians in pop and rap have somebody else write their shit for them and throw it out to the masses. Cardi B's lyrics make no sense. Her voice is obnoxious to hear. She was never destined to pick up a microphone in the first place, and the world would have been better off if she had not done so. On top of that, I've seen plenty of lyrics that she's contradicted so far, one of which talk about how she will not let men run roughshod over her or whatever, or she will not be held down by any guy, yet is pregnant with a guy who, or a guy's child who I guess is notorious for doing one thing or another, if you know what I mean. And then we continue going on further down the list of the fact that it's not just Cardi B's lyrics that make no sense, nor is her voice the only one that's obnoxious, but it's the same with any fucking modern rapper. If I don't give a shit if it's Nicki Minaj or Iggy Azalea, honestly, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing those names correctly or not. It's a case of their music is so not only one-dimensional, but so generic and so unsustainable that I'm surprised rap and pop have gotten as far as they have. I mean, they both genres suffer from that kind of writing. And I can say, I've dished on rap a shit ton, but I can dish on pop as well. Ariana Grande has had her fair share of what's the word I'm looking for? Controversies. She's had her fair share of controversies, from the donut shop to any and elsewhere. And while she is extremely talented, her lyrics and her songs make me want to blow my brains out on a constant basis. It is just obnoxious to hear. I mean, it's great to hear her voice. She's got a fantastic voice, but the voice or the lyrics that are coming from her vocals are atrocities to listen to. They make absolutely no sense. And as I said, it's the same for rap. And then on top of that, you've got fucking people like Beyonce. I hate Beyonce with a burning passion in terms of the fact of she is talented, yes. She is great in terms of choreography. She's great in terms of her vocals. But she is just a horrifyingly extreme attention whore. Fucking, I'm pregnant with twins. Let me put this on Instagram with a fucking cryptic, I don't want to say comment, a cryptic fucking status or whatever. And that'll surely get me a shit ton of likes. Let me do this, that, and all the other shit just to make headlines. Let me... I don't even want to continue going on. It's just giving me a headache. This question is obnoxious primarily because I get it kind of on a semi-consistent basis, and there's never a good answer because both mainstream genres absolutely suck. I mean, there's a lot of rock that I will consider pop, or more popish than rock, or more rap-ish than rock. There's a song by, I don't know what his name is, but it's Blood / Water. It's, when there's blood in the water. That's way more indie pop than I would consider indie rock. I like the song. I damn sure like the song. It's catchy to listen to, and it's honestly something that's, you can tell has passion in it, especially in the vocal tones. But modern pop and modern rap is just absolute horrid to listen to, and I can't really say which one is better or not, because they're both horrible in their own right and have very few redeeming qualities about them. This is kind of one of those cases where I tend to try to avoid the question whenever I can, because it's cheap, to answer the question, because there's no real answer to it. They're both horrible. Neither are redeemable. The people involved are horrible, especially on the surface, and yeah, I'm done with that. Let's get on to USW again.